What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to the Pentagon challenge. So now we're at the start of our 4th season in the game, and I know I didn't do an end of season update. I just felt wasn't really much more I could talk about. I'm going to just go through like who won the awards and the players for the season, but apart from that, there wasn't really, I'm just going to go through and be like, we won the league, and you already saw that. You already saw you won the league, you already saw the fixtures. A lot of my squad left as well by the time the end of the season came around, like a lot of my players left when I say that. I think I ended up in the senior squad from a size of maybe around 25 or so, 25, 26 or so. It ended up being cut down to just under 15 or so. So it really did shrink up. I ended up having to look into the youth squad to try and improve it. I've signed a few players though. I actually re-signed a few players. This time I knew I was doing it, unlike that time at Kitschy. This time I knew I couldn't afford to sign these players down to new deals because I was over my wage budget. But when they all left, I was under my wage budget. And then what that meant was that those that left I could re-sign. Okay, I was going to have to pay agent fees and things like that, which is something I wouldn't have had to have had come out of my transfer budget if I'd have re-signed them on. But at least I got some of the key players back that left on the squad. So apart from that, here we are at my personal view. You see I've won 5 trophies, got 1 personal award. I'm now a continental reputation, which is big news. It means a lot more jobs have become available to me, which is overall good. So I'm going to the league and I'll look at some awards quickly because we do have a live comp today. So player of the season went to an Orlando Pirates player. Manager of the season, I ended up didn't come anywhere in that. I think it's because I wasn't here from the start of the year, but we'll look and try and win that next year. Golden Boot went to the Orlando Pirates player, who's actually, is he even a player still? Oh, he is. I couldn't see the I there, that was why. Goal of the season, we didn't win any of that. Player of the season, the same guy, Matthias, won it. Player of the season went to Sundow's player. Team of the season, we got someone in that. We did. We actually got 2 players in that. Matthew Booth, who retired. Can I re-sign him? He wants that. Can I get him as a coach? No, I can't. Oh well. And so did Dolty as well, right mid, who is back fit after he couldn't play in the last game of the season. He played very well for me at the latter stages of the season. It was a big part to play when we won on that massive run of winning and winning and winning and winning. So good to see he got recognised. And young player of the season went to Sundow's player. We didn't get anywhere in that either. So this year, how do I feel about my chances? I think they're pretty good. I think we have a pretty good chance of retaining the title. I think we've strengthened the side in certain areas, and I think we've signed good players. We're still not expected to go up there. It's still the typical 2 of Kaiser Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and also Sundow's. So we'll have to play well if we want to go up there. And overall, I think in the second half of the season, we did relatively okay. We did alright. We didn't lose a load of games, we didn't win a load of games either, but overall I think we matched the consistencies of the big boys in the league. So I'm saying we're confident. Well, I am anyway, and I have also told the board that I'm going to win the trophy this season. I could have gone for title challenger, but I got an extra £2 a week of wages, and because of how the financial situation is this side, I decided it was better to me get that. I can then sign another player and bring another player in, which I've done. So overall I'm pretty happy with the squad we've got, and I feel confident. So let's actually look at some transfers. I'll have to go into last season, actually this season, to go with that. So as you see, we got rid of a lot of players. We ended up re-signing a few of them back, but we got rid of a lot of players. We then loaned out 3 of the youngsters, and we actually sold one of our centre-backs, Mungomeni. But the Inn's a better side. So did I miss anyone out from last year? No. Alright, so let's go. First guy, Onyango. Goalkeeper, 31 years of age. So he's come in. Really, I want to get rid of the keeper I currently have. Joseph, I wanted to get rid of him, but I couldn't get anyone to get him. So this guy's going to come in now. He's going to be our first choice goalkeeper for the season. I really did like his communication stats, but overall, very good goalkeeper. Next guy was a re-signing of Jayiwa. He's just a guy that came back in, and he'll be looking to play up front, which is where I played him last year. That was said to be his natural position last year, which it is. He's got 2 natural positions, so he's going to be going up front. Next guy, Kotzi, centre-back. Again, pretty good centre-back, 21 years of age, a lot of time left to develop. Apparently one of our best defenders in the team, so a really good signing there. I'm surprised Ajax let him go. Mumvea was the next guy, another centre-back, but he can play anywhere along the back line, and that was really good to add to the squad depth, the fact that he can play anywhere. Next guy, Noguba, I think it's no goober. Left back came in, really lacks in left back position. I signed this guy, and he actually not too great. But he'll be one of the third choice fullbacks for both of these sides. That's not too bad there. Next guy, Keller. He's come in at the backup right back, so he won't really feature a lot. So that's him. Feliz, I think. Another centre back. He'll be competing with I don't remember the names. Monvea. He'll be competing for the centre back roles there. Overall, not bad guys. Got good teamwork, work rate, and all right determination, which is pretty decent, which is what I want to see. And overall, his other stats aren't too bad either. And another guy, the latest guy we signed, is another re-signing, Pangueo, who is a left back. He's come back into the team and he'll be playing in the left back role. So overall, here's a little look at the side. As you see, a few suspensions, keeping out a few people for this first game of the season, which isn't a league game, it's a cup game, but I decided I might as well play it because it's the first game. And overall, pretty happy with the team. I'm going to go through the starting 11. So, I don't know how to pronounce this. Weo, he's come in. Says he's not right back, but he's also natural. He's accomplished with right back role. You said he was natural before, but he'll be playing right back for the season, hopefully. If he plays well, I've already gone through these two guys. Backup left back here, Sikosana. He'll be playing there. Right back, Dalty. Centre mid backup is Nodluva. And the other guy is Yatayama, who I actually wanted to get rid of originally, but because of how much the squad was shrunken, due to all the releasings and things like that, I ended up deciding I might as well keep him. So we'll be playing the centre mid role. Chapman is out on the left. Again, another player that wanted to leave, but because of the sheer amount of numbers that left aside, I had to keep him. Jawia already shown you. Matung's 18-year-old striker. I think he's got pretty decent stats for an 18-year-old, and I think he can develop into a really nice, strong player. A few other players, I look at the starting 11 guys, and I won't go into detail. The other guys, Pangueo already shown you, and Xiongwei, who is a very strong player indeed. Arguably our best centre mid in the side. So that is the team there. Tactic is still the same. Want to look at Hong Kong very, very quickly as well before this live com. We had our first ever major competition for the national team. I think probably the first ever major competition for the national team itself, so in its history. And we went in the East Asian Cup, and do I still have the tactic? I do have the tactic. We played this tactic, and we got battered. I played some pretty tough teams in friendlies just to see how the tactic would go. We lost to Latvia 3-0, and we played decently against Finland. Defensively anyway, going forward we offered very little in any of the games, and only lost 1-0 for a wonder strike. So I thought we had optimism going into these games. I thought we could hold them out, maybe get a few draws. South Korea, we got battered. It was a joke. China, we lost 4-1. We actually won 1 at a stage. Sorry about that, guys, I was interrupted, but when we scored to make it 1-1, it was incredible. I actually proper fist pumped and everything, because I didn't expect anything out of these games, yet alone actually score a goal. I was hoping for best 0-0s. But to get the result we did, to get the 4-1, to get the goal we did, and to get this 1-1, it was good while it lasted. Okay, it only lasted 11 minutes, but it was decent while it did. So after that, they went and battered us, as you would expect. And then last game, Japan, where I thought I'd be beaten the most, I thought I'd be the largest margin of defeat, they only beat us 2-0. And because of that, the fact that they only beat us 2-0 was the reason they didn't go on to win it. If they'd have beaten us by an additional 2 goals, they would have been crowned champions of East Asia. But, oh well, that's their problem, not mine. So I set up a couple of easy friendlies against pretty low-ranked teams just to try and improve our world ranking by beating them. But I believe I've got a qualification stage soon. I think I've got to qualify for the Challenge Cup. So, yeah, the Challenge Cup qualification, I think that's an every 2-year tournament, if I can remember correctly. It is an every 2-year tournament. So the next one will be 2018, which means it won't be this summer, but next summer. But I think we have qualifications coming up early 2017, so February, March 2017. So that'll be a stage I'll look forward to there. If we get knocked out, I will resign, because the Challenge Cup is the only competition I feel we can win realistically. So if I get knocked out of the qualification, I'll resign. If I don't, if we actually get through to the tournament, I will stay on and I'll go and do the tournament. But I won't play. I won't stay beyond this Challenge Cup qualification or this Challenge Cup major tournament final. So let's go. Let's have a look and go into this game. So you already saw the team, so I won't run through it. I'll just go into the game with high hopes. So you can have number 13. The unlucky number, you can be handed that one. Did a bench striker anyway, it don't make a difference. So a semi-final draw. This is, I didn't actually mention this. This is the South African Super 8. I believe they take the top 8 teams from the league, so the people who finish in the top 8 pin them against each other very early on, and we see who wins. It's not a highly rated competition, but it's a competition I'd like to win, being current champions. And plus, it gives me an early indicator of how we'll do, playing a team that we lost in the FA Cup semi-final to, but then also beat them 3-0 or 5-0 actually in the league a little early on. So it's a big game. Let's hope we can do well. In our purple, I don't really like this purple kit, but we're in it. And this, so it's a pretty exciting game as well. So I'm really looking forward to the Champions League. Sadly, that doesn't come around till January. I don't really like the layout of that. It's sort of like a difficult, awkward situation to be in. But we'll look to do what we can in that competition. I feel it being the league champions and being the only South African team, we have to do well. But also, I feel South Africa is one of the more major footballing nations at a club standard than the other leagues. So I think we'll have a good chance of doing well as we take the league. Jaya. I'm going to say this guy's name wrong every time. I'll see if I can figure out how to say it. But he scores a goal. Beautiful run around the back of his defender, showing his pace, blitzing out the centre-back and tapping it home on the left corner. 1-0. Only 30 minutes gone, so decent way to start off the game. And also, Jaya, whatever, he's also a captain this season. I decided that Joseph was no longer going to be captain. And I don't remember who my vice-captain is. It might be the other strikers, if I can remember. But 1-0 at half-time. That is a decent game so far. I'm going to say them I'm happy. He played well so far, but there is room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. We've not got a lot of ball, but we've got the goal, and that is the crucial thing. And plus, we're limiting them to a few long shots and a few half chances. They've not really had anything where they should have scored, which is illustrating good defending in my eyes. We've got the ball again. Let's see if we can create another attack as a long shot. Looked like a handball there, but nothing was given. And maybe they'll create a counter-attack here, actually, as Bongu, fantastic save from the keeper. Good tackling going on, and we've cleared this one out for a throw-in. So fantastic save from the goalkeeper on his debut, showing why I'm giving him £2 a week. Fantastic keeping there. Mohammed is through, and another good save, and another really good opportunity. Playing a little bit better this half. Maritzburg, so I'll give it to them. They look like they could get back into this game if we don't improve our performance. Good header away. Maybe a counter-attack here. Depends how quickly we build up this play. It's looking nice so far. The left mid with the chance. Unlucky from Chapman. Doughty and should have scored there. Free header at the near post. Should be doing a lot better. At least getting it on target. We'll make a change. We'll make the change now. So we will bring on Gubeka, and we will bring on Moshu, not you, Moshu, and we'll play with a poacher. Yes, I think Moshu is actually a attacking midfielder at heart, but he's got pretty decent stats for going forward. So I've decided that is where he's going to play for the team this season. As I'm getting a little bit of a frame rate issue, that should be resolved now. But here's Dotti to Jaya. Oh, he's missed. Oh, unlucky. It really is unlucky. Oh god, an injury at the defence. Good thing we haven't used all 3 of our subs, and we've got another chance to change it up. Young 16-year-old. Actually, no, we'll bring on a debutant. We'll bring on the debutant in its position. Mavaza. I was thinking maybe we'll bring on a youngster from the youth squad, but you know what, it's still 1-0. I can't really be doing that. At least Mavaza has got a decent experience playing first team football at other clubs. As we've won the game, 1-0. Decent result. Wasn't high scoring as I would have liked to have been. I would have liked to have won by a lot larger margin. But through to the next round of the South African Super 8s. The last winners of this were also the league winners, so we'll see if we can continue that tradition. See, everyone always talks about this physical thing. Oh, he's physical. Oh, they're over physical. Shut up. I want to play with a crunching challenge. I want to kick a few people up in the air and unsettle them. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. So when I'll meet you back next, I'm not too sure. How many games are there in the league? There are 15 games, 30 games in the league, 15 overall. I imagine this is 15 games, but I'll meet you at the midway point of the season. 3, 6, I'll flip through it. 9, 12, 15. Yeah, so I'll meet you back at the Bloom Celtic game. I'll livecom that game. We'll go through the fixtures. And maybe we'll even have a cup win to talk about. I won't livecom if I get to the Super 8 final. But maybe we will. Maybe we'll have another title. And by this time, will we know? So it's late December we'll have that game. Or early December, then there's a little bit of a break. So early December. When will we know who we've got in the tournament? It's not until late January, so we won't know until then. But yeah, I'm at the midway point of the season. Hopefully we'll have a good first half. Hopefully we will be up and battling around the top 2 again, top 3. So this will be it for now, guys. Until next time, peace out.